I'm Larry Formato, and welcome to Connected. Today, man, what a great surprise I have. My good buddy Haystack is here with us. And Stack, man, where the hell have you been?
Man, I went through some addiction issues and depression issues and some divorce issues. And the thing about those things, man, is they're like fights, and you got to fight them. You can't run from them. You can't avoid them. And I kept postponing them. You know what I mean? Like Mayweather, I kept pushing them back, and I eventually something happened that just triggered a course of events where I had to fight every one of these fights. So I fought the addiction thing. In 17 days, I got 3 years opiate free. Uh, I did the
God bless you,
divorce.
man.
I do, man. You know, and it's through him that we do all things. He gets all the glory. You know what I mean? Man, I've just been having miracles happening in my life, and I got an album called Haywire that is coming out at the beginning of the year. But I was working at a studio that got struck by lightning, and it,
Stack, one more time. What's the name of the album?
Haywire.
Haywire, and that's coming out in the first of the year?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Am I gonna get to like pre-sample it or anything? Like
Yeah,
steal it
for
from you,
sure.
hear it a little bit
Yeah,
before you
for
drop it?
sure. It's not official till you hear it.
You know, we
People
were
that
just
don't
doing some quick
for people that
background searches
for people.
on you, and you have an amazing following, man. I don't know whether or not you really have any idea of just how blessed you are and how many people really love you in this world, man. And
Uh,
I'm one of them. How long do we go back, brother?
90,
We go back a while.
93, 92.
90, well, yeah,
What
93, I think, right?
what year did you move to Tallahassee?
That was that. We rode to Tallahassee with God, what a trip that was, right? That was in hell, man, 95, I think. We rode to Tallahassee, right, with DJ Dev and his whoever she was at the time.
We go back a long time.
All right, so let's back up. You were talking about Connected.
I said, for people who may not understand the concept of dealing with a connected guy, there's a way you talk to him, a way you speak to him, especially one that you've known 20 years and you consider a godfather. So I'll tend to get relaxed, humble, and comfortable when talking to you, and my voice will get quieter. I'm not used to talking loud, talking to you. And but I've made the adjustment. I'm good.
All right.
You said for shits and giggles.
So Willie Fats. So Stack, this is Willie Fats over here, by the way.
What up, Mr. Fats?
And Mr. Fats here wants to know how we met.
How did we meet?
I remember. Do you know?
I know exactly how we met. I sold pot and rapped, but rapping was really just like something we did to pass time. So one day, me and a guy from a group that was signed to Larry and Sonny, I showed up at the studio, and I mean, it just happened to be one of those days where every rapper on the roster, except Boogie, showed up at the studio, and we had this huge, like, 15-man cipher, and I remember just dusting everybody, even the dude that brought me. And Larry was like, but let me tell you this, that morning, this is the first thing, I'll always refer to that day as my first day of OJT, on the job training. And the night before, the flagship artist for the label, Pistol, shout out to Big Pistol, that's my big homie. Yeah. He had missed a show in Louisville, Kentucky because he was bickering with the people throwing the show about the amount of backstage passes they were going to give him. So he missed the show with several big name artists. Big name artists. So he shows up at the studio at about, I don't know, seems like he got there kind of early, about 11:30. And all of a sudden you hear Larry go, "Pistol, goddammit, get in here." And I was like, oh yeah, that's how you gotta do it. And even today, me and my guy that I'm about to go eat with, we're assholes because we want $10 worth of work for the $10 that we pay you. Like, no, I'm not an asshole. I'm just an employer that's going to get things done. And I appreciate Larry and Sonny for giving me the opportunity to get my foot in the door. And sometimes it just pays off to know some connected people, just being good with a connected guy. And right now, me personally, I'm trying to work off some the little condo Larry let me rent from him for a while, and yeah, I may not have left it in the best shape. I don't want to get whacked out here, so I'm just trying to. They were like, "You want to do the podcast?" Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maybe we could knock off some of those condo points. Shit.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, you used to come into the studio when Sonny and I first kicked off Street Flavor Records, and you would come in the studio, and there was what the hell was the name of that little group there?
Rude Awakening.
Rude Awakening, yeah. And we just thought they were the next thing better than sliced bread. And
I trolled them, Fats, in 94. They're telling everybody at the studio, there's this dude named J-dogg, he's hanging out with these guys, we're going to kill him, we're going to beat his ass, and I walk in the label.
Yeah.
I trolled the shop. I was trolling people when it wasn't no .com. I troll somebody now, I don't even know the computer to do it.
Let me tell Willie Fats. You would come in the studio with Rude Awakening, and you'd be back there just flowing. And I recall telling just about everybody I knew back then. I think this guy. You didn't go by Stack back then.
It was J-dogg.
Yeah, J-dogg. And I remember telling everybody, this guy is the best rapper. I swear to you, Willie, I'm not making this up because he's here with us right now. He was the best, and I've heard all the best right from the beginning with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. He had them all beat. Still does. And wow. His rhymes, nobody could tell a story better than Stack. I love this guy. I always have. You're my man. I can't wait to hear your new album, buddy.
It's mutual, man. You're my guy. The new album is really, it's just the same old Stack, man, like you taught me. If it's
well, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, Stack. We're going to try to do our best to get that album out there as best we can, and we're going to, with your permission, we're going to put up a couple of your videos and show them on our show here for you, man. And we're going to give you the love that you rightfully deserve.
Tell me a story, Uncle Stack.
What you want me to tell you a story about?
About bad guys and stuff.
Okay, that should be easy. check. Now I was once in the mix with some phony homies who turned their backs on me when I needed them most. And even though they my enemies, I'm keeping them close, cause I can either sink them or keep them afloat. And while the ship jumpers go searching for life preservers, I'ma stay here and try to repair the holes in my ship, tighten the loose boards in the home that I built. I did this by myself, I didn't never need your help. Dudes are dirty, they'll try to fuck your gal. Nah, dog, you got it all wrong, I'm your pal. Putting all this kid's lies, looking you in the eye, knowing the whole time, telling a fucking lie. My go-to guy, I could depend on you. I don't need people out to get me with friends like you. I know everybody out there can relate to Stack. If they got stab wounds all up and down their back, I do it all by myself. I don't need nobody else, and I'ma do fine without your help. I'ma do it all by myself. Yeah. Some people say I should've talked to you and told you don't go. I fucked up, but you should come home though. I just couldn't fix my mouth to pronounce those syllables, cause I was thinking, why postpone the inevitable? If you gon' leave me, gon' leave me now. There you go, baby, kick me when I'm down. Yeah, I got some issues I need to figure out, but I know one thing without a doubt, I can do this alone, all on my own, I'm grown. I gotta keep on writing songs, get money, and maybe one day find somebody who really loves me. Stand beside me through anything. Love me when it's sunny, the same as when it's raining. The life of Stack Mac ain't always entertaining. Would you love me if I was slanging grams on the track? That's love, and anything less than that, I'd rather be all by myself. I don't need nobody else, and I'ma do fine without your help. I'ma do it all by myself. I was a dreamer, others told me I was stupid. I've been described as difficult, some even called me foolish. I've always had such a passion for music, there was no telling me I wasn't destined to do this. I didn't get where I'm at by making excuses, crying cause you didn't deal me no aces and deuces. I've had my heart broken and been stabbed in the back, career-ending injuries that didn't stop Stack. Rhyme after rhyme, time and time again, it ain't all shining and diamond. A lot of time, a lot of grinding, a lot of beer spill in my environment. I always felt so empty, surrounded by people. Felt like it was just me, you know what I mean? A lot of work went into making this happen. Without my people, I couldn't have made it rapping, because I couldn't have done it all by myself. I needed everybody else. Wouldn't have got done without your help. I couldn't have done it all by myself. Nah, nah.
I know I love you. You know, you've been in my heart for a long, long time.
I love
You've been a little fucker every now and then, but on time.
But remember that?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So yeah, man.
Hey, how about? Hey, listen. What about the time you asked me for a watch? And every time I see him, he always asks me for a watch. You know, I always have Rolexes. And,
no. Because first off, every time I see him, maybe like 3 out of 10 times, I won't get the watch. But if he lets me see it, I'm sweet talking him out of it. He has a big, he has a big heart. He knows I'm a rapper. We gotta have things like this. But let me tell you this story, because this is the type stories you can't make up. So one day, Larry, being the philanthropist that he is, discovers this stray dog around the corner from this complex studio that they were building, and I was just rapping, and I walk in, the dog's wet, it looks like who did it. I'm like, Larry, what are you doing with this dog? So he's like, yeah, I wasn't gonna let him. So I was like, man, this dog needs to go, man. It looks like he has the mange, man. Like, so if it's one thing I like to do more than eat, it's pick at Sonny. But you can't just pick at Sonny. It's only certain ways. You got to know how to hit that button, and steam will come out of his ears. So finally, I convinced Larry that it's a good idea to get rid of the dog. Now, sometimes dealing with a connected guy is like not having Verizon. You say, hey, tell a man to come over, and a panda shows up at your house. So, sometimes you got to make sure you get the word in the right context. Because Larry tells me, get rid of the dog. I'm like, okay, get rid of the dog. So I put 3 industrial strength trash bags together with no intention of harming this animal. I poke little holes in it so it can breathe, so there's actually air getting in it. I put the puppy in the bag and I start spinning it around. Now I'm knowing Sonny's about to come around the corner. So Sonny comes around the corner and sees what appears to be me suffocating this animal to death. And he says, Stack, what are you doing? I said, Larry told me to do it. Because if Larry told me to do it, hey, Sonny. So I can do it if Larry said it. And man, Sonny takes off running to Larry, explains to him what I'm doing. All of a sudden I hear, Stack! So I'm knowing I'm about to leave, so I go back there and I'm like, what up, Larry? And he's like, what's going on with the dog? I said, I'm getting rid of it. He said, I didn't mean get rid of it like that. I meant take it to a shelter or do something. I said, you damn guineas, I can't get anything done. I'm going home.
Yeah, I remember that, buddy. I remember that.
You deal with it. He's your puppy.
So listen, the story that I wanted to tell, Stack, when we started talking about watches, then we got off on the dog. And then I want to talk about your music real quick, because we really haven't touched about it, except that I think you're the greatest rapper ever, hands down. Nobody comes close to you, ever. And I've done enough of them to know.
Man, that's so hard to...
The story I want to tell is you talk me out of a watch, and I said to myself, well, I'm going to fix this son of a bitch. I knew I was going to see him, so I got this tag, a tag here, and it just looked fucking beautiful. And I knew Stack wanted that watch, except the thing was, it was a knockoff. I give it to him. He said, oh man, Larry, let me see your wrist. He grabs my wrist and he takes his watch. He said, man, that's all me. I want that watch. I said, okay, you can have it. And about 2 weeks later, he takes it to a pawn shop and they paid him for a knockoff.
No, check this out. So, man, every now and then, if you got something, a good connection, if you're connected, you can get in on something before everybody gets in on it. Knock tag watches, nobody knew about them.
Nobody. I had them before anybody had them.
So I'm like, okay, let me make a phone call, find out what I pay for this watch over the counter. Now I know what to ask for when I go in here. Bam! Well, I hit a lick on that tag watch. And, because I was about to take it and sell it to my jeweler. Hey, speaking of which, hey, man, like, you know the jeweler, the guy down at the Pink Building on Lebanon Road.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, well, apparently
Ow.
some Arabs, yeah, he's the repairman, but don't say the other guy's name.
Okay.
So anyway, that guy, I guess he met a rich woman and
Oh,
he's
okay,
retired.
I got you.
Yeah, boy, that's why I started doing my Italian thing. He's one of them guys. He really lays it on thick, huh? Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, man, come on. Who are you, Andrew Dice Clay, man?
Andrew Dice Clay.
So
I was raised with real Italians, and you got to get them real pissed off or meet their sister to make them talk like that. To hear them talk like that.
I hear you, brother. So listen, Stack, you know, it's Christmas time. So for Christmas, what are you going to do for me, buddy?
Oh, I want to hear him flow.
Man,
Oh, Willie, what did you just say?
I want to hear him flow.
I'm going to drive down to Venice and get that watch. Give
You know
it a
what?
big hug.
He should flow right now about Connected Show.
Yeah, see, that's like you gotta give me a little bit more warning.
Yeah.
If you're gonna specify, like I need a little bit more warning.
No.
Like,
Well,
I
I
need to
wouldn't.
smoke.
I'm not gonna put you on the spot like that, buddy.
I need to. I just ain't hit the weed yet, so I need to smoke this blunt and then do it.
He's the best. There's nobody better. Absolutely the
I
best.
was bullshitting. I might as well quit. Not a second in a day that your boy can't spit. Connected. Boy, I've been connected, stretched, Texas to all 5 boroughs of New York, riding the back of the Lexus, Benzes, limos, LaGuardia. I'm harder than you. Me and Larry go back like Tommy Mottola, Mariah Carey. Stop, man. Watching Scarface and all black Lincoln. What was you thinking? What was you drinking? We couldn't be stopped. 21 years later, having a discussion on the phone, and I'm looking at the watch he got on. Wow. Look how shit's changed, but not your boy. Stack Max the same. And I'm connected, bitch.
There you go, brother.
That's awesome.
That's it, buddy. So let's go back to Sunny Paradise and Haystack. You guys got together with, I guess, with DJ Dev, and you collaborated. And what did you guys come up with?
Man, you know, DJ Dev, he was like the house producer, but Sonny was my guy.
Sonny was your guy, yeah. Okay.
Sonny, the magic was me and Sonny. That was my
Yeah,
drink.
you guys have been a match in like stuck like glue.
We were really cranking out some records, and Michelle came along and it slowed down a little bit. And yeah, you know. And man, I'm happy for him. I couldn't be happier for him. He works hard, man. He's got beautiful kids, man. Every time I go over there, I just can't even believe it. That the interesting thing, you got to know Sonny to know that his first child, his son, was born 6 weeks to 2 months prematurely with no hint that it would absolutely not. That they had no inclination that it would be premature. So I'm getting in a limousine Friday or Thursday to go down to Memphis and do some radio work for the label. And I tell Sonny, hey man, if little man comes while I'm in Memphis, I'll see him when I get back. And he said, oh no, man, she's not even due for like 6 weeks. And I said, oh, no, Oh man, you jinxed it. Now she's definitely gonna have the baby. So I had a few shows to do. The next night I did my second show. I walked in my hotel room, the phone rang, and it was Sonny. And the Southern Punk was born. Lorenzo Formato the third was
Fourth.
here. Fourth, yeah, Esquire. My bad. I talked him up.
We had him on the show here. We did a great show with him, man. It was a lot of fun.
It seems like yesterday I was holding that kid in my hands. Just a little bundle of joy that just brought him home, and now he's producing records for me. It's amazing. I just got a beat from him in my email, and it's ridiculous. And it's just it's awkward that the name of my first Street Flavor project was 360. The name of our squad at that time was Full Circle 360. And everything does come full circle. Everything does come 360 degrees, and it's amazing to sit there and watch this kid make a beat and like, wow, man, this musical talent, it's just a beautiful thing.
Well, Stack, you made some really, really great songs, and sitting here talking to you, I'm just flooded with all kinds of memories, and I just can't thank you enough for just at the spur of the moment taking time and joining us here, and
check this out,
being gracious enough to be on Connected here, and man, I just love you to death for it.
And I love you, Big L. Hey, and check this out. The first time that I ever Larry was living in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and I go to his house, and he had just had twin daughters. So he has twin daughters, a little boy who's about, 6 weeks older than they are. He's just a kid factory over here. So you walk in, and it's just kids everywhere, and he's loving them, rubbing them on the head, and trying to get his shoes off. And that's one thing that I just want to say, man, is that if you're out there and you're depressed and you're a businessman, which you probably are if you're listening to this or watching this, man, depression is like hooker cologne. You can smell it from 50 feet. No other businessman wants to get it on him because he might end up taking it home. So that's a lesson that I learned from Big L. And if you got it before, you can get it again. Just copy and paste and work as hard as you did the first time, and stack it. Don't jack it. I've learned a lot from Big L, and I apply it to my life in every day. And there are a couple of people that if you remove from my biography, Haystack never happens. And you're one of them, and I appreciate you greatly.
You're the best, man. So listen, Stack, you got to promise me you're going to come back and visit us again, man.
For sure. The next one I'll be in the building.
You got it, brother. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you, and Merry Christmas.
We'll smoke a blunt. All right.
All right, man. Thanks.
Hold on. Wait. Do I got 30 seconds?
Yeah, man. You got as much time as you want.
So we just got my second album, which is banging. We've sent it to Los Angeles. Larry and Sonny, they've sent it to Los Angeles to be mastered. But we're listening to the mix, which is pretty good, in a limo that Larry had out back of the house. It's like 11 o'clock, 10:30 at night. So you got to walk out the back door all the way down this like 6-car driveway out to the road, and it's in the Poconos where they got bears at and shit. So we're sitting there, and me and Sonny are smoking blunts. Well, Sonny's a good kid. Him and Larry got a special thing. but so he doesn't want to disrespect his dad, period. So I'm like, I turned the music up and he then got high and he said, man, he said, man, turn that down some for my dad. He said, I don't want my dad to come out here. I said, bro, check this out. I've been here since Wednesday. It's Friday night. I've seen this guy move maybe 30 feet. He's not coming out here over music. I promise he's not coming out here over no music.
Yeah, man. You got it.
I love you, man. And anytime you need anything, you got my number and my Facebook. Hit me up. We're Facebook friends. But now
yeah, we are.
Shout out to Homer.
Here.
Shout him out, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to try to get you out here, Stack.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Fats. Big L is always love. Like I said, you need me, you call. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You got it, brother. Love you, man.
All right.
Thanks so much.
All
right.
right.
Bye.
Adios.
Cut. That's it. Cool. He's out.